Good morning. So I thought I'd do a little thought experiment. If we take a solid object like a tree like this, and you would look at it, and while looking at it, it would become semi-transparent. You would be able to look through it, and then become solid again, and maybe it would completely vanish. If that would happen, you'd probably start to question yourself. You're like, am I having a psychedelic trip? Is this a Fata Morgana? Am I dreaming or am I going mad? So that would be very clear, that you would question the fact that that is truly a tree, that that is really what you're seeing. Well, if that is the case, then I would ask you to think about what it is that gives this sense, this feeling of that you're here and that's the outside world. If people think about it, they will probably come to the conclusion that there's some sort of contraction deep in their system, maybe in their chest, their throat, their head, or their belly, which gives rise to I'm here and that's the outside world. But at the same time, they would probably agree that that contraction can become stronger or can loosen. So if, for instance, a bear would suddenly appear out of the trees here, I would probably be pretty scared, and there's this contraction that gives rise to like, I'm here, I need to protect myself, and that's the outside world. But similarly, when looking at a beautiful sunrise or listening to the beautiful chirping of the birds, or maybe listening on my headphones to a beautiful symphony, that contraction just opens up and relaxes, and there's less of a feeling of separation than normal. Even it can completely fall away, and we've all experienced this, that you're in a state of flow. Take an extreme example, maybe a very good football player like Messi. When he's playing, in the moment he's doing his beautiful movements, he's not there. When he scores the goal, then he comes back like, okay, I did that. But in that instant, and we've all experienced this, that you're in a certain state of flow, that feeling of that you're here and that's the outside world, it falls away. You're like merging with life. So similarly to the tree that I talked about, it would become transparent more or less. That's the same case for this feeling of that you're here and that's the outside world. So why do we take it to be absolute truth? Absolute truth would be true in all cases, but now it's clear that it can become more or less transparent. So when you think of it, it kind of makes the entire concept of that you're here and that's the outside world become not that solid, not that concrete. So what does that say about who you truly are? If you, that which you take yourself to be, can come and go, can become stronger or less strong, maybe there's not an entire fixed truth there. Maybe it's something that needs to be seen and maybe even let go of.